Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, and we are live. What's up, guys? George the Cloud here. My name is Jorge, aka George. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. Today we're checking out a special video by Alan Walker himself. It's called Alan Walker Breaks Down His Career. I am curious to check this out because I do very much enjoy, basically love Alan Walker's type of music, his style, his vibe, and I actually haven't seen that much about him and his personal life, so I'm curious to learn as well. So we're checking out this video. I might do a lot of pauses in between to give my commentary because there's no way I can remember it all for the end, so hopefully you guys don't mind at all. Get some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on. Let's go.
Yes, I haven't always. It was a very heartfelt moment because I haven't always felt like I always got recognized, but that was like one of the most meaningful moments for me. Hi everyone, I'm Alan Walker. Today we're going to break down the music video for Who I Am. So I'm already from the very beginning, you can see the Walker World tickets, which basically indicates that we are in the Walker World theme park. So what we did want to create in this music video was that it would be like a void of memories. So you can see how I transformed from the video game character to the real me, myself. And then I started using that computer, or the Iron Man hologram computer.
Exits, entrances.
And then the next shot you see is that the AVM drone comes into the shot and projecting different highlights, different memories from over the years. If they were made by you. So in that picture you can see it's 100% at Kringlebotn, where I grew up. I started playing around with music, program.
Kringlebotn. Where is this? Nova Scotia? What country are we talking about here?
100% at Kringlebotn, where I grew up.
Norway? What is this? This is Norway, right? Finland, Sweden, Norway. It's not in English, so I can't tell, but this has to be Oslo. Yeah, Oslo is the capital of Norway. Okay. Norge. Interesting. You know, replace that N with a J, and you get my name.
I started playing around with music, programming, graphic design. You can see some guitars there. I wasn't the biggest guitar player, but I did try. I gave my shots at music at a very early age, but I didn't really bite into it until later when I started producing music myself. And you also see a Liverpool flag there, because I would consider myself an avid Liverpool fan, or a blood fan, because my dad is a Liverpool fan, and it just grew on to me. So here you can see me in a class photo, and I can't remember what year. It's probably 8th or 9th grade, and I used to be sometimes the unruly one. I like to have fun, but also I would like to pay attention in school, try to do my best. But making music at night and going dead tired to school, I wasn't always the best student in there. Me and my brother, and also my sister, we've always had a very close relationship, and we've all stayed very much the same throughout all the years, although like the massive growth with the success of the music and everything. So I'm really grateful for each of them for helping me keep my feet on the ground. I'll make my own mistake.
I think that's a good call of him to shout out his siblings, right, for helping him, stay focused, encourage him, and be a positive influence on him, because family is probably the most important thing we have. And yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm actually gonna meet my sisters in a couple minutes, I think probably after this video, so it just reminded me of them.
So what we were looking at right there, it was the first media outlet in my hometown Bergen that was interested in showcasing Alan Walker, a young guy from Fana, was having tremendous success online. And then I showed them a little home studio. You can see the keyboard in the background, my PlayStation setup as well, with the sound card and speakers. And that's my older setup before I had the opportunity to even come to like music studios like this. My dream label wasn't like the usual like Warner, Universal and Sony. It was no corporate sounds where I wanted to release my music, because they believed in something that I agreed with, which was copyright free music, which allowed people to use the music for free and that you wouldn't get any copyright claim. So shortly after, I think maybe a year after Fade was
Respect, huge respect for that, because you know, if you're signed to a music label and you have a company backing you up, it's very tough and hard. You know, I'm not even going to go into, you know, what it's like and the type of contracts that people have to sign while they work in, you know, with those huge companies. So if you're sort of an independent artist, everything is harder to do, but you have full control of, you know, what you can do, what you can release. And you know, I appreciate the fact that he's doing this, right? So you can use any of his music, and it's true, because I don't think I've ever had any problems with doing reaction videos to his music, and that's big. That is big.
Released and had a crazy growth on YouTube. Gunnar Grieve reached out and he asked if I needed a manager. I think I was 17. I was very unsure, didn't really know what a manager even meant, like why would I possibly need it. So, but somehow he convinced me to sign a 6-month trial contract, and then we did Fade to Faded, Sing to Sleep, Alone, Tired, and
sorry to keep pausing, guys, but I mean, he just went Faded, Sing Me to Sleep, Alone. These are Sing Me to Sleep is one of the greatest EDM tracks ever produced. I mean, it is just legendary, and I really love both Faded and Sing Me to Sleep. Can't talk highly enough about Sing Me to Sleep.
And then we did Fade to Faded, Sing to Sleep, Alone, Tired, and we just had like a really cool chemistry, and I decided to sign with them on a full time. So it went very, very fast from the trial contract to when we decided to just let's make this partnership happen. I sat down with 2 amazing songwriters and producers, Jesper Borgen and Anders Røen. They were incredible good help, and we were on like a banger parade. We've written so many cool songs over the years that have had tremendous success. So after we released Faded with the Sony Music, we decided to sit down and talk, how should we portray Alan Walker for the world? So we took my personal interest, which was like gaming, graphic design, programming, and all of those kind of having more in common, that you are the person in the background. You're not necessarily the one in the spotlight. So that's where the hood, the mask, the backpack, and just like the more mysterious overall look came about. It wasn't necessarily solely because I wanted to hide myself. It was more that I wanted people to focus more on the music than me as a person, because I thought that made a lot of sense, and people also liked that concept, and I think people really also felt that they could relate to that identity as well.
Nice. Respect that, because sometimes artists want to do the opposite, right? They get cocky, they want to let their egos flow through, and it actually harms their image and their music, you know, because in this case, like you just mentioned, he wanted the music to represent him. The focus isn't, you know, what he looks like, what, you know, his characteristics as a human. It's basically the music. That's what it is, right? It doesn't matter what he looks like. But some people, you know, in today's music, it's the opposite, and they're like, okay, I need to look like this, so people, you know, they're attracted to me. But what about the music? It gets left on, you know, in second place, and you accolade all your points to your image and not the quality of your tracks. So big respect again for Alan Walker and the approach that he decided to take. Maybe I don't think that's not necessarily easy, or the way, you know, you have to kind of let your image go, your ego a little bit, and be like, nah, it doesn't, you know, if people recognize me, good. If they don't, They don't. It's not his purpose to be famous, and everywhere he walks, oh my God, it's Alan Walker. No, he tries to, the mysterious look, and that's interesting and cool.
In the very beginning, when I was asked to do shows, I was like, oh, I've always been more of a, yeah, sure, let's do it person. But I'm still always very nervous and a little bit scared. Being in front of audiences, having presentations, talking for crowds, it's probably like one of the scariest things that I could do. Like occasionally, if I have to have speeches or talk to large audiences, I would still be very nervous. But doing a DJ show, I found a lot of comfort in when I first realized that I could do it, and I was fine doing it. It just took a lot of tries and attempts, some failures alongside the road, but you learn from your mistakes, and it eventually built me to who I am.
Who I am. It's something that you wouldn't expect, right? Being so famous, having so many hits, and being in a ton of stages all around the world, you would imagine that he feels comfortable in any situation that is dealing with the public speaking, speeches, concerts, whatever. But he says he still feels like nerves, and that's something more common with like a beginner or somebody that's not in that field. Like I couldn't do it. I would, if you put me up on a stage with that many people, I think even if it's just like 10 people, I would just start shaking, puking, crying. But here he is expressing his weaknesses. So he's not afraid to go there and letting us know. Interesting that he still gets nervous. Maybe that also motivates him, right? Because if you were no longer to be nervous or have any fear in you, then maybe you wouldn't care as much.
And now, probably 800 or 1,000 DJ concerts later, we're touring worldwide. That picture there is from the very first time I met Tiesto, and that was so scary because I didn't know how he would be as a person, but he was so cool, super genuine, so nice, took very well care of me. Like I think like he could definitely tell I was so nervous to meet him, but like he's like the nicest person, and I wish anyone could have a chance to meet him because he's really nice. When I started touring on a full time, it was like a workout every single day almost, because in the very beginning we did 40 shows over the summer, but in 2017 we said yes to literally everything, every show offer that came in. And that was like not shows only in Norway, for example. It was worldwide. We could go into China to do one show, fly back to the US to do one show, then to Europe for one show, then to China or India again, and then back around. So it was like complete mayhem. But I think if I didn't do that many shows and just show presence everywhere, I don't think we would be where we are today. And I think it eventually paid off. As my music got more and more popular, so did my fan base. The people that became really core fans, we decided to name them the Walkers. And at the same time, we built the Walker kind of like secret forum where fans and Walkers could be connecting, and we would create fan projects, fan interactions, so we could make music videos, artwork competitions, or different things like making songs together. Family and friends that have been there since day one. And the picture you're looking at right there is in a private jet where I brought some of my friends down to my shows in Berlin and in Poland, in Poznan. And that was really cool, and such a very cool experience and a ton of fun. A lot of my friends have been with me throughout my entire journey, and having the opportunity and the possibility to bring them on the journey and share my experience means a lot to me, and I'm very honored that I also have that opportunity to do so. We were on a different world tour, and we were driving from state to state, and then I had this idea that I could make it look like I'm Superman. And it was really unexpected, and it was really cool to see PewDiePie react to it.
Yeah, I was about to mention, is that PewDiePie in his younger days? And boy, it is.
Is that Alan Walker?
The video became hilarious. So yeah, that's probably the #1 most dangerous stunt that I've done on video. In that moment there, that's when I won the Artist of the Year award at the Norwegian Grammy Awards, known as Spellemannsprisen. And there you can also see that I just can't talk in front of crowds. I had prepared this speech, I rehearsed it so many times, but as soon as I stepped up there, everything was forgotten. But it was a very heartfelt moment because I haven't always felt like I always got recognized for the music and what I've done over the years. But that was like one of the most meaningful moments for me, at least for within the music industry here in Norway, that I felt seen and heard and acknowledged for what I do. It's been so cool to see this music video and take me down the memory lane. This wouldn't have been possible without you guys. So thank you guys so much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again. Take care, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.
Man, what a guy. I think Who I Am, possibly the song of the year. Correct me if I'm wrong, but who would be your candidates in a list of songs of the year? Who I Am has to be up there. First things first, we hit the like, already subscribed. I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. I love his personality, how humble he stays. True to himself, even after all the fame, all the music. Maybe it did help that he kind of kept his image secret and he wasn't exposed, to cameras all the time, interviews and things like that. Maybe he would have gotten a little bit twisted. I don't know. I don't think so. He seems very solid in his foundation. Wow. To describe his career in less than 10 minutes, all what happened throughout the years is crazy. And all those hit songs, man, I hadn't even... of course I know them, but haven't heard of them in a long time. Faded, Alone, Sing Me to Sleep. Those were the days, guys. We're going back to like 2013, 2015. Cool years. Cool time period. Golden days for him, I bet. And man. What a nice guy. See, he looks like, even in the photos, that he was kind of maybe nerdy or not like the most outspoken person in school. And he grows up to be Alan Walker as we know it. And still has that kind of shy personality, It's cool. It's cool to see that, at least. I don't know, just compare him to, like, I don't want to call people out, but compare him to like Kanye West. It's just like super polar opposites. The community he has built, the Walker's World, everything, the collaborations featuring Pietro Ariani, Peter Elias on that song, which, by the way, I reacted to Peter's song a few days ago, another one. I'm very impressed by his singing voice. So cool. I'm so glad I checked this out. Now I know a little bit more about him. He's from Norway, and all the things he's done. So thank you guys for watching this with me. If you enjoyed, hit the like, subscribe, comment. If you have anything to say, I would appreciate it. And at the end, do a flip. Till the next.
Thanks for watching.